Hey guys, I'm MJ and I'm your Atlas 2 Live. Want to check out my kittens real quick before we begin? I just felt the need to show you them because they may be loud while we're reading. This little guy wants to come sit on my table. Don't jump off, he loves my guitar. Uh-oh, hold on. Let go, little guy. There you go. Sorry about that. Little kitten destroyed my table. Let's set up. Oh well, that's fine. Okay, today's reading is a pick a card reading. So I need you to study the piles. Okay, first we have down here Ganesh. Good luck. Next we have a gift I was given, which is weird, but it's a lottery scratcher from New Mexico. And then we have Sage Cleansing. And the Magician comes next. And here's a turquoise ring that I was given to by an Indian out in the desert. And it was a beautiful blessing. This is a guitar pick that I found in Kentucky. On the ground. It's a little bit, tough for me. And you can put it on a necklace, but I never did. I just carry it around. And this is rose quartz. Alright. Look at my feet. They love me. You guys. What are you doing? Let me hold you. They're such a cute little baby. They love mommy so much. Oh my goodness. They want to play. All right. So choose your pile. And go ahead and begin. Sorry for my technical difficulties here today. Really, I am. And I always wish that I could just, be in the video too. So I can pop my head in a few times, but it's not really a good setup for me to be able to, show myself. That's all right. I will put a time in the description. I'll put timestamps for all the different piles here today. So whichever one you've chosen, which one resonates the most with you, I've decided today to do them in a fashion where I'm going to do what the maker of the deck decided to do for each of the piles, for each of the decks. And this is going to be super cool and very informative. And my advice to you, because this is a pick a card reading because we don't all have all day to sit on here and watch, hour-long videos. That's what I find constantly. Like I start watching a video and I'm like, oh my God, they never shut up. If you want to, you can watch just one of the piles, but I recommend watching them all. Personally, it's what I would do. Because my reads are good, and I'm very connected with all of my decks, so you're going to get some good messages. Hey, let us begin. We'll do them in the order that I presented them. Okay. Pile number 1, and there's a little kitten here. I told you they're super cute. Do you want to climb on my table? You're gonna be blessing this reading. Thanks, little guy. You're super cute. And I'll undo your paws. Let go. You're caught. You're always caught. I got ya. You are, sweetheart. I should hold a kitten while I do it. We have 6 little kittens. If anybody's interested, let me know. And if you'd like a personalized reading, my email address is em3dj3@gmail.com. You're caught. I do a full read for $33.33. And I also do a lot of 11/11 readings, Stuff like that. Whatever you want. Okay, the kitten's caught on me. So, unclaw. Your cat. Let me take you back over to your mama. Oh my gosh, it's so scary. No, it's not scary at all. Here's your brothers and sisters. Go play. Everybody's eating. He doesn't want to leave me. It's the problem. That little cat is in love with me. All animals are. He's playing with my dog Gamble. He's a Pomsky. Is that your brother? Or your uncle? Those cats are friends with the dog. Okay. Pile number 1. Now, you guys actually only get 4 cards. It's true. With this deck, they recommend using 4 cards. So that's how we're going to do it. And this is a message for you. Oh. That kitten came back. It's over here. Little kitten. Card number 1, the Lover's card. Oh my goodness. So this is a love read. For this pile anyways. Next we get the Prince of Swords. Followed by the Sun. These are some of my favorite cards. Very cool. And last but not least, I'm watching kittens fight on the other side of the room. It's super cute. One more. That one's good for me. The 6 of Swords. Okay. The message I'm feeling for you here with these cards is that love will always be the most important thing for you. And you are about to be receiving some information. And it's going to make you celebrate. Oh, yeah. You know, this is directed and guided. When it says science here, you might be seeing numbers. You might be just catching a lot of synchronicities. And it's pulling you back to your person. They've always been the one. And in your life, you may have, you know, known that. But whatever circumstances happened, it sort of pulled you away. And you wanted to go out on your own and do your own thing somehow. But your day in the sun, you know, your summer of love, by the way, it never went away. You've always been thinking about them. So maybe you want to tell them that. If you haven't, don't worry, because the universe is telling them for you. Or maybe they're going to tell you that you're the one they've always loved. And it's going to make you, you know, jump for joy. You're going to be skipping through the daffodils, dandelions, whatever these are. Sunflowers is what that looks like, and that's the sun, like a ring. So this is probably a twin flame kind of deal. And this is it. It's truly coming back around. You can expect contact, and you can expect to have a very happy, happy, happy summer, just knowing that they love you. And it's all going to come back around for you. Okay? There's some people here in this read, in this spot number 1, who have worked through some information. The types of things that they were telling themselves in their mind is what was keeping the 2 people from being together. And they can't wait to tell you what they know. There's a strong connection. I feel like everywhere you go, everything you do, every place, every person, you see that other person in. your environment, and you're really just ready to let go of these old grudges. Because it's almost like you're together or with each other even when you're not with each other. And you always have been, and you always will be. And there's a chance here to take advantage of this, because I feel like these two people should be going through their lives together. Okay, so that was spot number 1, or pile number 1, the Ganesh Elephant. If you're only picking one pile, that is. And now we'll move on to pile number 2. This gift that was given to me in New Mexico. It is a lucky lottery scratcher. And it was such the nicest gift. They went like very far out of their way to hunt this out and find it for me. Now, we're using the standard deck here. And this is the Rider-Waite. When that motorcycle or whatever it was went outside, the little kitten freaked out and ran across the room. He was so scared he ran back to his mama. Whomever has chosen this pile, I think maybe you should buy a lottery ticket. I know that sounds very strange, but luck is definitely on your side. Let's see, I'll put it right here. You may be coming into a fortune. Let's see what the cards have to say. All right, first and foremost, for pile number 2, we have the 8 of Swords. So it's like you're coming out of your cocoon. You're like you've always been able to take these blindfolds off. You've always known better. But you're maybe putting up with something or a situation that wasn't worthy of you. And what was causing that and what was getting in the way was that you were not ready to or willing to let go of some of these emotional things that were really holding you back. And that's what's changing for you. In the terms of the love relationship, you've done the work. You're not needing or clinging to some things from your past. You know who you want to be with. And you're about to tell them. I feel like in your life, you've always done art or some kind of music or like, writing. And it was all for them. You're just trying to get their attention. But you may have been in another relationship. And this is harsh and true. This is the spot for desires and what you want to happen. You're ready to break some hearts because your heart's most important. And you're sick of trying to please everybody else when you just want to make yourself happy. Here in the bottom, we have the spot for your resources. So you might have just been, kind of celebrating through life in a way where I suppose you were thinking like, well, I'll just be happy with this small victory. I'll be happy with this. I'll make the best of this. But something was not quite right. It wasn't the right person. It wasn't the right situation or scenario. And so you've always had a good time, and this has really helped you heal emotionally. But in that past, something was always guiding you and directing you towards your other person. And it was never going to give up. And with this card here, you're basically a superstar, and you know it. Somebody who's not really willing to put up with the mundane kind of stuff. You need something bigger, something better, something more. And you're just trying to make the best of things. What you have coming in the future is a lot of hard work. But look at this. This is pentacles, and pentacles are the material, that earthly element. And I'm thinking bodily because this is a relationship read. So you're going to take a pause from your life, from your situation, from your scenario, and you're really going to, I hate to say it, but like, you have to get this person and you have to take a break from your life and be with them. Okay? Who are you? You're the Empress. You're connected with nature. All the animals love you. You know a lot of stuff about all the natural things, about families, about all of these different situations, and that is because you have been getting these kind of messages outside in nature your whole life. And then who are they? They are that final straw. They're what's coming in the end. You know, you can't live without them. And it might take a lot of ultimatums or changing of your life to be with this person, but you will be with this person, because if you don't, this is what you get. You know, this is for hopes and fears, and we have the Nine of Swords. So this tells me that it keeps you up at night. And you tell yourself, no, it isn't so. I'll be fine without them, but it's never going to be the case. It's always going to keep stabbing at you. It's always going to keep being told to you, like through your subconscious and your, you know, your intuition and all the information you're learning in your life. It's being directed and guided to this person, and for you to avoid that, it's like a life of torture. You're not going to be able to do it. What we do have coming is this Temperance card. So this is a healing card. It's guided by angels. So now that you know this stuff, you are going to choose them. But you might not get to actually touch them, to actually feel them for a minute. But this is a card about communication and, you know, being patient and waiting for what's, you know, right. And, you know, it's really worth the wait. Okay, there you have it, pile number 2. Go buy a lottery ticket today. That was guided by source. Unintentional. If you want to purchase a personalized reading, my email address is em3dj3@gmail.com. Can't wait to meet you. Stay right, pile 2. You're cool, man. But I'd advise watching the other piles too. Okay, let me readjust how I'm sitting here. Pile number 3. You guys are pure. You're cleansing the world. Let's see what you have coming for you in love. Let's put this guy right down here. Spot 3. Spot 4. Spot 5. Spot 6. Spot 7. 8. This is my Egyptian deck. Pretty cool. It's pretty truthful too. Some of the times I read from this deck, it's a little bit harsh, but it's always right. Every time. Never fails me. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be considering here in the center is the Knight of Swords. Okay, so this is in this deck, you know, it's information all the way, and it's like wisdom, things that you've learned, things that you know, and it's really been guided. This with the Star card to be here, that's divine intervention basically, and it's stopping you from living a life of oppression, the types of things that you're not okay with, you're never going to be okay with those things. And you're never going to be satisfied living that way. In the top here, we have two different scenarios for some outcomes that could be potential for your future. So in the first scenario, we have the Four of Pentacles. So you're going to hold on to everything that you have. And this, to me, looks like this satiety. I'm not really sure how to say that word. Next to indolence means that you might, you know what you want and what makes you happy and feel emotionally fulfilled, but you're not taking the steps to get it because you're not really willing to let go of whatever it is that you are holding on to and clinging to. This could be material things or people even. You don't want to feel alone, I suppose. You're afraid of that. You may have some abandonment issues in your past. Up here on the other scenario, on the other side, you know, this is probably what you've been doing in the past, but it's really is realizing that those things were not, you know, they were disappointing you, and they were not serving you anymore, and it's you learning the truth and choosing, you know, this Seven of Wands, this valor instead. It means you're worthy of bigger, better things than what you have been allowing yourself to live with. You know, just I almost feel like it's somebody who sort of parties their life away, and that's just like, maybe that is their group of friends is what they were like, I'm the cool one in my group or something along those lines, or my family loves me if it was family. But you've always known the truth, and so like those people or those places and things that you were doing were really actually not satisfying you, and you were left a little bit disappointed, and you're realizing that you have this higher calling and you are a divine being and you have this purpose. And really look at that. There's a flame or one wand in the middle that's on fire, and this could be twin flame kind of stuff. That person right there is showing me this. It's almost like I'm picturing and feeling like the two flames coming together, and that's more important than anything else in this lifetime. It's why you are here. We look down here, moving along to this is psychological factors. And so from the left to the right, yes, you have the keys to the mystery of your life is that other person. You have a spiritual calling, a higher purpose. I know this because we get the ion. This is the lifetime where you complete yourself. You become your highest being in a human body, and you get to move along after that into something much greater. Princess of Cups tells me that you are able to read the emotions of others. You know what everybody wants and needs, and it's your job to get out there and tell them to actually, you know, heal and cleanse the world. And that would be a twin flame thing. This is the type of thing that can only happen once you guys are both, you know, evolved enough to love unconditionally and not avoid your purpose here in this life. So what would be some of the universal factors? You've been put through a lot of situations, a lot of scenarios where it's really crappy for you. I mean, it's pushing you and driving you forward and helping you to see what you're really passionate about, because, you know, this high priestess is here. And the high priestess just means that you've been able to get the messages from the universe your whole life. You've always been called to this other person. And I like that we have the Emperor card. This is a very fiery sign. It could be, I don't know why, but I just keep thinking Aries, you know, the rams on the card and all that. You know, like a lot of people in this life, they don't have the family structures that they need or the spouse that they need. And I feel like in your lifetime, you may have been a person who will play daddy for a lot of people, or, you know, made sure that they were following the types of things where they're feeling like that that position was fulfilled in their life. It could be friends, family, you know, because the Nine of Cups comes. And so it's like you were able to make other people happy and yourself happy enough that you were celebrating. But this is a celebration that's occurring a little bit too soon, because it's always been drawn to this love, this relationship, this universal stuff, you know. You are going to attain completion in this lifetime, in the nirvana that you're going to experience. You can only get from your other, your counterpart, your twin flame. I'm going to crack the door right here so my cat will stop meowing. We're not locking you out of the room. What a goof. He's a doll. All right, if you want to purchase a personalized reading, my email address is em3dj3@gmail.com. For a full read, it's $33.33. But I also do 11/11 reads. And really, whatever you have or want. So let me know, set something up. It'll be super cool. It's what I do all day, every day, because I love you. Let's look at the next pile. And that's why we have the door shut. Time's about ahead. That's okay. The Magician. My little magician emblem. Cool beans, fame. This was on a necklace and it came off, and I've been using it on my table ever since. So here we have pile number 4. This is my elemental pile. Right? And we're doing these the way that the decks, you know, aren't intended to be used. This one didn't come with the directions, so I came up with my own. To the east, we have the 10 of Wands, okay? Somebody's feeling very ruined. We need to tell another person that we cannot live without them. To the south, 6 of Wands, okay? This is our driving force. It's the fire within us. You are missing your person. You just can't live without them. You can't stop thinking about the memories that you have from the past and how good that they made you feel. And that's probably what's sort of like ruining you. And you need to tell them. Over here to the west, it's that Fool card. I feel like you've been escaping this love relationship for a very long time. And you feel like, I'm going to be fine without them, and I'm doing just great, and everything's wonderful. But really, it's not. You hurt without them. You miss them. And yes, you're learning a lot. You're ascending. You're climbing that ladder. Your journey's been wonderful. But you're missing something or someone. You're feeling like unfulfilled. Here we have for the north, that's the cleansing waters, by the way. That's what was cleansing and healing you from the pain that you're experiencing from not having the person of your dreams. Here we have these 3 of Cups for the north, right? And this spot here, it's that material bodily stuff, and you're going to have some collaboration with this person. There will be emotional connection very soon for you too, and it's going to really mess with your mind and your feelings. And that one was on the bottom, the Page of Cups here. So it's sparks of new feelings and emotions. That's in the spirit spot here in the middle. Let's look at Infinity. Infinity. Oh, it's the lovers. They're pushing for you guys to be together. You know, they've always been pushing for you guys. And that's another 6 if that's a number that's important to you. You guys to get together, to be together. So it's what it's all been about your whole entire life. And they are your Queen of Cups. The 2 of you know how to satisfy each other because you know what the other person needs. You know what they want. And it might even feel a little bit awkward or uncanny at times because it's so strong. It's like you are them. Because you probably are with this card, the 6 of Lovers. It's twin flaming. Let's pull 2 more. It's going to take a Tower moment. Everything's coming crashing, and that's so funny that I laid it down here right by that ruin card. You're ruined without them, and so you're going to have to let go of some of the ego things that have been holding you back, and you're just going to change. And here we have, so I love the way that these 2 were sort of negative cards. because we have the Five of Swords, right? And it's kind of like, it's gonna be, you're gonna have to be a little tricky with it for a minute and figure out a way to make it work. So don't expect it to happen overnight, but it's coming. It's just gonna be a little bit slow. And you're gonna be communicating with them potentially, but not with them, I would say, this year. And it's really gonna feel great. But it's gonna force you to have to make the changes that you need to make so that you guys can be together. That's pretty cool. All right, there you go, file number 4. Your magic, work it. If you'd like to purchase a personalized reading, my email address is em3dj3@gmail.com. 33 for a full read. And 1111 for a short read. All right, pile number 5. This is my turquoise ring. It was a gift of love. And it took a long time to find it. So for you guys, you get my channeled messages. This is beautiful. And we'll put them 1, 2, 3 rows is what I'm going to do here. Oh. And we'll see what your person has to say about you. These are some things that might be going through their head, through their mind, while you guys are apart. Oh, it's perfect. We got just the right amount. Okay. So, and it might be the things, it really is the things that they're not saying to you. And I channeled a lot of messages here, so we'll see which ones you guys get for your love. It says, I'm being guided and directed to you. The signs are overwhelming. They are everywhere. It's like that song, Billie Holiday, I'll be seeing you, like, in everything around me. I like that. Next we have, you meet me in my dreams, and this is why I look forward to resting, hoping you'll be there too. Just picture, like, that cozy, comfortable feeling where you're all curled up in your pillow and cozy and comfy. They're thinking of you. Okay. I think of you first thing in the morning and every night before I fall asleep. So that's very fitting with what I had just said with the last one. And they cuddle up with you every night, even though they haven't talked to you in years even, or whatever. The next one says, what if we hurt other people by being together? It's not fair to them that they don't get a love this strong. So what we have going on here is that they're afraid of what other people might think. They're not taking care of themselves like they deserve to be taken care of. There may have been some people they've lost in their life, you know, and they feel like they're not worthy. This could be, you know, a lot of times it's that, what is the term for that, where we're afraid, like somebody died in your life or something, or like a parent split up even. That could be the case too. And so they never took the time to take care of themselves, or, you know, they felt like their needs were not as important, because if they would get their needs met, they might lose them. And see what we get next. But why didn't it work out that way then? If we are supposed to be together, we should. Maybe we weren't ready. And like the last part, maybe we weren't ready. Somebody's realizing that maybe they weren't ready back then, but they are ready now. This one says, you are my world. It's always been you, even before I met you. And I know this now. It will always be you. Well, it's pretty self-explanatory. And I really feel twin flames, because twin flames will be, it's so familiar with that person, because you've been thinking of them your whole entire life before you even met them. And a lot of times then they don't stay together, or whatever happens in their life, they get scared off or something like that. But like they'll never forget, like, I know that person. It was so crazy. Because they've been thinking about them their whole life, even in childhood, before they met the person. Okay. The next card says, I feel like being with you would be reaching for the stars, and I'm afraid to satisfy all of my desires. This is also really typical twin flame. it's too overwhelming. It's too close. It's too perfect. And they're like, we're not allowed to get perfect, right? Well, we are. And you should. Because when you get together with them, you're healing the world. Next, we have, I've worked really hard to be everything I can, and I wish I could show off who and what I am to you, because I did it all for you. And this is so totally typical twin flame too. It's so weird to get these cards all together like this. That's random, and they're very fitting and perfect, okay? Each and every time they were doing anything, their whole entire life, in the back of their mind, they were thinking, oh my God, he or she would love this. And I think they feel like, the feel I get here is like, it's almost like you guys were creating these things together. They're thinking the whole time during the process, like, oh my God, she's gonna love it, he's gonna love it. But it's almost like they were with you while you were creating the stuff. Okay, last card here is, how is it that I can't stop thinking of you no matter how hard I try to live my life and get you off my mind? You know how it is that it's because it's never going away. You're never going to stop thinking about this person, and you should just go for it now. Because it's going to be beautiful when you guys come together. Super cool. Pile number 5. Dang, you guys got a good read. That's beautiful. I can feel the love there. If you'd like to purchase a personalized reading, my email address is em3dj3@gmail.com. They're $33.33. We'll set something up. I also have an Etsy shop where I sell like little dollar reads too, if you're interested in just one question. A quickie. Okay. Pile number 6. For pile number 6, we have the guitar pick that I found on the road when we were traveling. If you guys get a numbers read, it's already shuffled, but of course I shuffled it again. Okay, so for spot number 1, well, for spot number 1, you're literally supposed to use, we do not have a specific boy or girl, so we'll put the joker in the middle because you guys could be female or male. And this will apply to both of you. All right, so we just put 8 cards around. We're doing all of these the way that the makers of the decks have intended them. I think that's so super cool. This one's the one. Now this one. So right now we have 4. We need to put 8 total around. We'll leave it at that. A lot of higher numbers here, which is kind of interesting to me. Nothing is a small number that I pulled. This was the first one, number 5. Okay. And we'll go ahead and begin right here. So, number 51 presages. I don't know how to say some words, but presages. There's going to be a sudden shock from some bad news that you're about to hear in your relationship status, like the one that you're actually in. Number 27. It's a dog on the card, and it represents true friends. Okay, so somebody's always been there for you, and that's your other half. Regardless of all the things that you've gone through in your life, you've never forgot about this person, ever. Okay? And it feels like the people that are close to you in your life, are sort of like, they're never going to satisfy you because they're not them. Number 48. The money safe indicates riches. All right? I feel like something's going to happen where you may lose something, but you're not going to realize it when you're losing it. The result is like huge gain and everything that you wanted anyways. Number 37. This one really warns us against assault. So I really do feel like that's happening. There's some relationships that are changing. You may be ending a relationship for what you've always actually really wanted. And it was going to occur sooner or later, so you need to do this. You need to get rid of it. Because the person that you've always known that you wanted, they're ready for you now. Number 38. Ooh, twin flames. It's a flame. Flames on the hearth indicate good fortune, you know, and this neutralizes the evil of near lying unlucky cards. So it neutralizes any evil that comes from any of these other ones, right? When you decide to carry that torch together, that flame, that one flame, instead of being apart, you know, it says it increases the value of the lucky ones too. So any of the lucky cards, like that one where you're getting money, you know, and the good friendship, somebody who's always been there for you, it increases those. Okay, number 50 says, the bear is a sign of successful speculation. So whatever you've been speculating about, you were right. Number 36. The cat indicates flattery. That's pretty cool. You're going to be very flattered. And you're going to be flattering somebody else, I feel like. Sorry about my allergies. And then the last card is number 5. And with the card number 5, it's the tree of good health. Near flowers. There's a few little flowers on this card here. It's fulfillment of the highest hopes. Oh my God, this was a relationship that was totally meant to be, and it's all coming together for you. And I love the numbers. So if you're a numbers person like me, keep these numbers in mind. Number 51, number 27, number 48, number 37, number 38, number 50, and number 36, and number 5. There's 3 5s there, 4 5s. No, 3 5s, sorry about that. And I see 1, 2, 3 3s. There's a 1, there's a 2, there's a 7, and 2 8s, and a 6. I don't know. You can write them down and figure out what synchronicities you can find from them. If you guys would like to purchase a personalized reading, email me. We'll set something up. My email address is em3dj3@gmail.com. Super cool. $33.33 for a full read. And for the short reads, I do them for $11.11. I have an Etsy shop where you can ask one question for $1.11. That's pretty cool too. Thanks for watching. Pile number 7. Rose quartz. A big giant one. Let's see what you guys have coming for you in your love life. Can't believe you just made the cutest little sound. Ooh. 3. There's 7 spots with this read. I'm redoing all of my readings the way that they were intended to be done by the maker. Ooh. Okay. A few more to go. The Heartful. We have the 4 of Wands. That's a twin flame card. You know where this is going. Okay. Beautiful cards. Okay. I think I said okay like 4 times there, but I don't really give a crap. I'm thinking I say like so, and okay. We begin the reading with the 9 of Cups. You know what will fulfill you emotionally, And now that you've figured it out, you're ready to celebrate this. You're gonna like gung ho ready to go for it because you want to fulfill your, you know, feelings. It feels so good with this card, right? But you're not quite there yet. There's a little bit of work that's gonna have to be done. We're gonna look at right here is the past feelings, the past way that you felt, and it's the Eight of Wands. It's perfect, really, because it literally says that it's already done. It's already completed. You've always known it to be the case, and you've always known it's been heading in that direction, and that's where it's going to go. You're going to be with that person, the person you've always wanted to be with. And you're really celebrating that right now because like all the signs are there and everything's been, you know, your desires are going to be fulfilled. It's like already happened. And you've always known that. But if you look at what the past like actions were, you get the Queen of Pentacles. So it tends to be a situation here where you would fulfill your, you know, needs badly with the people in your environment, but you always had your eye on a different prize. So you were taking action in your specific situation, but you were dreaming of this other thing. And I feel like here it's somebody or people who were kind of like maybe trying to make themselves the best person that they could be before they decided to be with their actual one. But they're never getting away from that. So they're kind of living in their moment and trying to say like, how can I make the most money, or do like be the coolest person, or like do the most best that I can with my situation that I have now, so that later I can show it to this other person. And then for the top spot here, this is the universe's advice for your present situation. They're telling you to let it go. You are coming to a point where you cannot handle wanting this other person so much anymore. You're not going to be able to take it. You're going to have to give in to it. You are literally getting ruined over. I think I said literally twice too. This is so weird. Sorry about that. You have to give in. You cannot satisfy all of your desires without this other person, and that's the advice right there. Ruin it. Stop it. Quit it. End it. And I'm basing this on all these other cards that are coming, because I did a whole read before I said any words. Of course. I'm psychic tarot card reader who is, you know, intuitive and very empathic. Alright, so the spot right here is the spot for the future attitude, and what you have coming is this Hierophant stuff. I really have to go here with, it's that religious duty, it's an authority. Before you came here, you were given a privilege, a gift that you cannot go through this lifetime without using. It's not an option for people like you. You have to take the call. You know, some people, they get presented opportunities and they say, not really, I don't think so. And they get to live their life without, you know, actually connecting with their twin flame. And it's okay for them to go through life like that. Their life wasn't a big purpose like yours. Your life is different. You will never stop going through disastrous situations that just make you want to say, I can't take it anymore, until you choose your other person. You have to. You have no other choice. Let me look here real quick. All right, so where the situation is heading is, oh my gosh, it's so stupid. Like when I talk, sometimes I say such silly things, but like I want to be like, oh my God, because I'm a girl and I'm a goof. It's the 1111 card. This is the Four of Wands. In the standard deck, there's 2 wands on one side and 2 wands on the other side. It looks like 1111. It is homecoming. You are going home. This is where the situation is heading. You're going home to your other person. You guys are coming together. And their advice for you right now, it's so funny that both of the advices from the universe are end it. Get rid of it. You know? Because the death card is the final card here, and this is where the advice from the universe is coming in, and it's literally, I don't want to say that word again. It's advising you to put an end to every thought pattern, every situation, every person that's not serving your higher, greater good, which is being with your twin flame and your other half of your soul, you need to end these things now. And it might, cut at your ego. That's okay, because if you don't put an end to this stuff, you're going to go through your life just feeling ruined. And you can't live that way. You deserve to celebrate your love, your feelings, and your emotions, and be with somebody who actually loves that stuff about you. They will love the good things about you and the bad things about you. And there's nobody else on this planet, nobody else that was ever born to fit you the way they fit you and to love you unconditionally the way that only they can love you. I mean, not even your parents could have loved you as much as this person loves you. You guys are that close, and it's something different than just a family bond. You are one and the same. You are like two molds made to fit each other perfectly and to understand each other. So there you have it. Sorry for my coughing. It's why I don't have the incense burning, because I have allergies to it. But I really thank you for watching. This is probably my favorite of all of the... They're all similar things, though. So if you feel like it, go back and watch the other reads, too. It's neat to see the way that each of the different decks, recommends using them. Super cool. And that's when we get the best messages from the deck, because when we do it the way that it was intended by the maker. All right. If you would like to purchase a personalized reading, my email address is em3dj3@gmail.com. I do a full read for $33.33, and then I do some partial reads for $11.11, and I even have on Etsy at my shop there at EMJ Life Atlas. You can get a read for $1.11. 111, but that's just one question. So email me, em3dj3@gmail.com, and we can set something up. All right. Peace, love, and namaste from me, and your Atlas to Life. Stay grateful, stay thankful, and we will all be blessed collectively. Vibe high. Love your vibes. Namaste. Have a blessed day.